know we've spoken a lot about me getting ahead of myself. So I didn't do that with Portugal. I don't think. I think I did a good job of just like I found it, I applied, and then I let it be. I don't think it's the path because they would have allegedly let me know last week, and the
Right.
interview would be Thursday. And I'm just trusting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm grateful not to write it off, but I am grateful that I don't have to make a decision. Like decisions will always be made for me if I am present enough to notice the signs, the omens. Um, and I think from the start I saw it, and it like the point at which I saw it, it was like it was a dark day, and it was just the light. It was the orgastic green light I needed in that moment to be like, oh, like this is what life could be. It was never about the PhD. It was always
Mhm.
about Portugal or the idea of Portugal,
Mhm.
somewhere outside of me where bliss exists. And I've already done that whole loop, I've gone to Greece, I've tried to escape myself. Wherever you go, there you are. And that's beautiful because when I find the bliss internally, which is the only place it will ever be, then I can just like be. And it doesn't matter where. Because that's the big question for me right now. Like, I know the who, I know who I am, I know what I want. The question is like, where do I go, And it's probably not San Clemente for much longer. So, long story short, as soon as you mentioned that like Netherlands NAFS visa,
Daft.
um, NAFT,
Daft
uh,
with a D,
daft.
which is funny
I
just because of that word, but yeah.
Oh, Dutch. That makes sense. Because
Dutch
at first I
American.
was thinking Taft, and then I was like
Yeah.
Netherlands, Dutch. Yeah, that
No, the Dutch
it's all
American
coming
Friendship
together.
Treaty.
Yeah, it's such a cute name.
Isn't it?
I love
The
that.
50s were a different time.
They were the American dream that we have since written off. I did a really good job for like 10 to 15 minutes of not getting ahead of myself. I was like, okay, like we'll circle back on this. And then I was like in a meeting, a little bored. I'm like, okay, just one search for
On
apartments.
Google.
Just one Google. Just
I did. I clicked
one
on the link you sent me. That's all that I did of the messages, and I was like, "That place beautiful," and he's thinking.
mm-hmm. One hit of hypothetical dopamine became a few. That was like one of the like suggested ones, and so
Okay,
I generally see those. I'm like, suggested by whomst? The universe source, is that you? And
the
I
person
mean,
who owns this
yeah,
place.
yeah. View of the it couldn't be that.
No, no, no.
But the lake view is what got me. Lake or river, canal, whatever it may be. Um, Bathroom was pretty crazy. I don't know. Now I'm just like I'm thinking, and it was a pretty beautiful spot.
I kind of knew I was going to be. I knew that what I was telling you wasn't just something I was telling you, which is actually interesting saying this out loud because I don't know if I've vocalized this, but like, obviously, you and I share so much, right? And we just tell each other everything. But it's very rare for something that I'm kind of relaying to you to feel like it's also for you, right? Not that I'm like, oh, I'm going to send you this, like trying to like change you or manipulate or whatever. But I'm like, no, no, no. Like, I also kind of know that this isn't just like a me thing. Whatever this opens, like, I know that this is probably relevant to you in some way. So who the heck knows, you know? But yeah, it's I spent all day yesterday talking to my friend Patricio, who's already over there.
Yeah, yeah, paving the
Yeah,
way.
yeah. Um, it's one of those things where I'm like, it's funny because it's like this is something that's still kind of materializing, but I know I'm allowed to talk to it, or talk
Hmm.
about it. Like the voice inside is like, no, no, you can speak to this. And I'm still sitting with how it feels, and the fact that like every time it's come up in the last 24 hours that I'm like, no, like you can kind of keep talking about this, you can keep exploring this. I'm like, this feels like it's an avenue that is going to be walked down, but it also is like
Yeah.
too soon to be like, no, like this is happening, right? But also I'm kind of like, I don't know, I'm going to be in Europe in May and I may as well just jump on the visa then.